Hello friends, and welcome back to Mrs. Carnes and Me. This is our last night on our cruise. Where has the time gone? It seems like we just left and now it's over. Join us today as we go to our first white RAVE and see what it's like to disembark the Norwegian Prima. We also spend our last day exploring more of Reykjavik. Thanks for joining us. After packing up and setting our bags out for pickup, we ventured down to the Belvedere Bar for a pre-dinner drink.
Cheers.
We are dining at the Commodore Room tonight. This is one of the 2 dining rooms included in the price of the cruise.
Medium rare.
Ma'am, you're having chopped Greek salad followed by Alfredo fettuccine. Sir, you're having the gazpacho together with the ravioli. And for the main course, you will have the pepper crescent street loin, and you want it medium rare.
You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is the chopped Greek salad, and Mr. Carnes has the
Cheese ravioli.
cheese ravioli. It's really good too. With the fettuccine Alfredo tonight. Mr. Carnes is gone for the
Garlic crusted roast beef.
garlic crusted roast beef.
Garlic and pepper crusted roast beef.
Out of tea.
Both of our meals were very good. The service in this dining room is amazing, and we had a wonderful time. To top off our meal, they brought us the dessert that we ordered, and they also brought a cake for our anniversary. I guess they saw that on our account. It was so sweet.
We're gonna have it so we don't fight. This is the Tia Maria cake.
I got the Bavarian warm cherry strudel with vanilla cream.
Bavarian over there.
I've been trying to get Mr. Carnes to go to the nightclub on board the Prima every night. He finally agreed. I've never been to a rave before, and this rave was a white rave. Everyone was supposed to wear white. The music was loud and the lights were bright and flashing, and people watching was entertaining in and of itself. I loved it. I'm not so sure Mr. Carnes will ever go to another rave, but at least he can say he's been to one.
Well, this will be the last time we get up and have our water view. This is Iceland at 6 o'clock in the morning. Today's our day to get off the ship and make our journey back to the good old USA. Iceland's such a pretty place. I'm glad we got to see it again. I'll tell you what, these last 2 weeks went by fast. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. Not this way. Good morning. Thank you. I don't like this gangway. I am. Thankful for this coat. Good morning. Good morning.
Bye.
Hi. Thank you. Good morning.
After walking off the ship, we were taken to a tent that was full of suitcases. So many suitcases. We have yellow handle protectors on our bags, so that made them a little easier to spot. I can't imagine how this would have been if there'd been lots of people trying to get off the ship when we were. Again, priority access is well worth the money. So when you get out priority disembarkation, that nice man helped us right to a taxi, and you see there's nothing out here. There's a few taxis lined up. This is not the scene we saw the other day, but this went well. We are booked on a late flight out of Reykjavik, so that means we have nearly 8 hours before we need to head to the airport. After checking the weather report and seeing that this was going to be a cold and rainy day and having several pieces of heavy luggage to contend with, we decided a hotel room might be a good idea. Hotel Local 101 is a newly renovated hotel located on a quiet residential street right in the heart of the city. Priced at $120, almost as much as it was going to be just to have bag storage, they welcomed us in very early with an early morning check-in and a delicious hot breakfast.
Okay, so that's the elevator, the lift, and it's funny. Here. Thank you.
After getting our things stowed away and our bellies full, we were ready to set out and get our last sights of Reykjavik. First stop, the Reykjavik City Hall and Visitors Center.
You think out here doing
Church. We went in that church. Duck condos are a little like a duck island, I guess.
That's where Reykjavik is. There in Iceland. We stopped it.
Can you find it?
Right.
In there.
There. So when we came here the first time, we drove around we drove around the bottom of the island, all around over here to the other side.
There.
All the way to the other side.
And then this time we floated all the way around it this direction. So we've kind of been all the way around, either floating or driving. Almost completely all the way around it. It's really cool. This is a scale model in the Chamber. Is this Chamber of Commerce? Oh, in City Hall. You can see the scale model. It shows where all the glaciers are and all the things. That's pretty cool. It's like 3D. Pretty cool. Worth a stop.
This is my fancy chocolate. What was it called?
Swiss mocha.
A Swiss mocha. Mr. Carnes is having the traditional flat white.
What are you doing there? What are you doing? Watching you drink your Swiss mocha. You said it wasn't sweet though, right?
It's not sweet. The whipped cream has no sugar, and the hot chocolate has no sugar. It's not sweet, but it's very good.
That's my anniversary present to you.
The not sweet.
Happy anniversary.
No, what is it? Scowl.
So this is the Harpa Opera House. We came here 5 years ago, went inside. It's a very unique structure. They have different events and things inside of it. And, we have some time to sort of kill here in Reykjavik before our flight. Thought we'd walk back down here and take a look at it. So the architecture of this is modeled after the salt, which is the shape that lava takes on in its natural pool that comes up out of the ground in either ice or cold water. It grows this column straight up in the air in this form.
We're in, out of the rain. We have put through the travel weather till right now. It's gotten a little bit wet. Some of us aren't very happy. We won't say who. There's a tiny little shops.
Harpa Concert Hall is one of Reykjavik's most striking landmarks and a center of cultural and social life in the very heart of the city. Harpa is home to the Icelandic Symphony Orchestra, the Icelandic Opera, and Reykjavik Big Band. While we were visiting, we were lucky enough to get to hear some music from two members of the Icelandic Opera during a pop-up show. Harpa is a beautiful building covered in three-dimensional glass, giving the inside an ever-changing color as the sun shines or doesn't. This is a stop that shouldn't be missed.
Thank you. We have a concert starting 12 o'clock with Icelandic music. It's called Pearls of Icelandic Song. It starts 12 o'clock. We were warming up for you here now. Okay. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Geometric.
Very cool, isn't it? Mm-hmm. This is kind of a neat experience, I thought.
It is.
Very cool to see it.
It's your creation.
Ta-da! That's as tall as I'm going. Nope, heavy small.
So this is the famous Viking longship statue that sits in the harbor in Reykjavik. It's called the Sun Voyager. And it's a replica of the longships that first came over from Norway.
Now that we're Vikings, we know all about this.
Yes, we could get in this and paddle now if we wanted to.
Look, there I am, going through the airport with all my things. H&M, COS.
So we were walking down the street by the harbor in Reykjavik on our way to the Whale Museum when we walked by and looked in a window and saw something that both made us stop sort of dead in our tracks.
It's not open? Oh no, you're kidding.
Not till 11:30.
What time is it?
20 after.
Oh, so 10 minutes? We're gonna be the first people on the sushi tram.
There's actually a Conveyor sushi restaurant here in Reykjavik called The Train. It's about 4 minutes until it opens. We're going to try and be the first ones in the door. This has been something that we've always wanted to do. We've seen everybody on YouTube do this, and today we're going to get to do it ourselves. What do you think?
I'm giving up the Whale Museum for it, so
Gladly.
don't know if we have time for both. So anyway, we'll give it a try, see what it's like.
Yeah, darn it, I'm going to miss the Whale Museum for the Conveyor sushi.
We'll see. So much sushi, so little time.
So So the thrill of going to a conveyor belt sushi place set aside, the sushi here was good, not great. We tried several kinds of sushi here. They were fresh and they tasted good, and we did have a very good time. So I would say go here, especially if you've never been to a conveyor belt sushi. The experience is well worth it. After our sushi lunch, Mr. Carnes checked the time and felt that there would be enough time to visit the Whale Museum. I have wanted to go to the Whale Museum in Reykjavik since the last time we were here some 6 years ago. This museum has life-size models of the 23 species of whales found in Icelandic waters. It was amazing to see just how big these beautiful creatures are. I knew they were big, but until you're standing next to them, you can't comprehend the size and the majesty.
This little church by the side of the road. Yeah, there's a little church inside.
After making my dream of visiting the Whale Museum come true, it was time to make our way back to the local 101 to dry off, warm up, and get everything ready to go to the airport.
So we're finishing up our extra time here in Reykjavik, checking out of local 101. We had extra time here that we needed to fill, so we booked a room in this recently renovated sort of old classic Reykjavik hotel. I believe the building was built in 1961, or the hotel originally opened in 1961. It's passed through a couple of owners, and the current owners have decided to renovate it and spend a little money. And it is a quaint little sort of old school feeling hotel here, very much in the city center in Reykjavik.
I think it's a hidden gem. I do.
I think it probably is.
I really do, for the price and the breakfast this morning. He said it's the second hotel ever built in Reykjavik. It's serviced the captains and the people that ran the shipyards. That's why all the rooms have en suites.
So we booked a tiny little room because we just needed a little bit of space. I know you usually see us in a suite, not a petite double, but petite double met our need very well.
Very well.
The staff was unbelievably pleasant
and
very, very nice. And so if you're coming to Reykjavik,
super clean, yeah.
I would check this place out.
Yeah,
I would look at it
I would
again.
stay here.
If we were going to stay here again, I would perhaps get a little bigger room. They have an old elevator. If you're an old elevator aficionado, they have a Schindler single door elevator.
Yeah.
And so it's a cool place, but check out Local 101.
Be sure to ride the elevator. It's kind of a fun ride.
Thanks for watching, and please join us again next week as we check out Iceland Air for the very first time. We know that we are living the good life, and we hope that you are too. Skål!